Hey, what's up? It's William Pastor for my Monday Night Raw review for, oh, God, I'm sorry, March 18th, 2015. And what a show we have here. So, I'm just gonna, I was able to find some interesting intro music, so hopefully you guys enjoy. I hope you guys heard that because I have a few things I would like for you to hear tonight. So, let's get started. So, as you guys know, that last night was payback, so it's obviously the Monday after a pay per view. I'm sorry, I didn't have this thing queued up. So it's bound to be either interesting or just a downfall. Well, tonight was the party for Seth. So I'll get into my little spiel about that later and just something that I need to do. So, yeah. Okay, so the Authority came out first, and they were basically just praising they were praising Seth because he's the future. Sorry, I did air quotes there. I need to calm down. But yeah, they would praise Seth because he's the future. But that got me to wonder, what happened to the other futures of WWE? Orton, Batista, and Cena, and probably there's probably way more. But yeah, so they were like, yeah, tonight is Seth's night. Clap your hands, everybody. Well, with that comes talk that, hey, Daniel, he gave up his title, so at Elimination Chamber, we're going to have an Elimination Chamber match for the IC title. Well, Sheamus comes out and basically says, "You don't need it. I don't need it. Just give it to me now." Daniel is a hack. He can't do anything because he gave every title he wanted. He gave up. Well, Ryback came out to defend our old Intercontinental title champion, Daniel Bryan. So with this, well, before Ryback came out, let me just say that Stephanie made the wrong choice and said that Sheamus looked good with his new costume. Don't lie to this man. He does not look good at all. Why do you need a mohawk and a braided beard? That's ridiculous. Well, Ryback comes out and says, well, if you keep teasing him, why don't you tease me? But aren't you hurt? Like, this whole area, this whole area right here from last night when you were sent out bombs from Ray, I think you're not able to fight. Just my personal opinion, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Well, since he stuck up for Daniel, I could tell that Sheamus was gonna win somehow, and he did. It wasn't that hard to, because yeah, like I said last night, Ryback has just become one of those characters who it's like, yeah, you want an easy win, Ryback, right here, beat him up, easy win, make you look good. Well, with that win, we find out the first two for the Elimination Chamber match for the Intercontinental title, Sheamus and Ryback. Now, usually there would be something like a World Heavyweight title Elimination Chamber at Elimination Chamber or whatever, but I guess not this year because it's only 2 weeks in advance before, so you have to set up the other matches, the main matches first. So this has to be interesting. Well, after this, we get the Authority backstage celebrating with the man of the evening, Seth Rollins, coming up and basically saying, "Hey, it's all about me." Yeah, all about me. But my question is, why now? I understand you've held it for like 3 months now, but why not have the party after you won it, not 3 months down the line? That's like my birthday being today, but instead of celebrating it today, 3 months from today, we are going to celebrate my birthday. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Oh well, it's the WWE, so obviously since he is the future, I guess they could do whatever they want with him. So with that, Dean demands a rematch at Elimination Chamber. Now, Triple H and Stephanie kind of they should be able to make these matches, but since they are in and out, it's not really their decision. So they leave it up to Kane to make it, who then leaves it up to Seth Rollins. I'm sorry, I said I didn't mean to say. I promise. I swear to God. To Seth to make it up, say, hey, it's your decision. Do you want it or not? Seth immediately says no. So then he walks away, and Kane is, is left with Dean, who then Dean is like, so what happened? You're now a lapdog. What happened to Kane? How would Paul feel? How would The Undertaker feel? And this got Kane heated. So later we have a Dean versus Bray match, and Dean wasn't even phased. He was like, okay, cool. Well, you shouldn't drink on the job, as I'm drinking right now. Well, after that little incident, Neville comes out and Bo introduces him or interrupts his little interview thing. I've just recently started watching NXT, so I didn't know anything about the whole Bo and Neville thing, but from what I got out of this was to be champ, Neville beat Bo, and Bo's a little salty about it. Bo's salty about everything. Bo, get your stuff together. Like, come on, dude. Do something. Don't be a mid-carder. Well, Bo attacks Neville, attacking his knee. I thought he was just attacking his knee for the fun of it, but I guess something went wrong last night. I don't know. I kind of wasn't paying attention. I was too amped. Well, with Bo interrupting comes the actual match, which is Neville versus Bad News Barrett. And of course, Barrett wins because you got to get establish me. So you win, I win, you win, I win, I win, I win, you win, you win, I win. Well, tonight was the Barrett you win night after you won last night. So, after that is Bo is extremely salty. Attacks Neville again. Leave this man alone. You don't need to be that salty. Do you need some fries with that salt? Do you need some fries with that? So we're talking extreme McDonald's salt. Well, yet again attacks his knee and kind of, I guess, injures him. Probably not. Neville's a fighter. He can do it. He can win. I believe. Wow, that was cheesy. I didn't mean to say that. Well, I believe that Neville he can fight through this. He can fight through this. Anyways, so yeah, Neville and Bo. I can see this going somewhere. Probably, probably not. I don't know. So after is the infamous the I Quit match talk. Now Rusev apparently didn't quit, but he quit. So for the English viewers, we don't know what he said. All we know is Lana quit for him, and I guess he quit. He lost. Well, he comes out there and he's like, I did not quit. You are all fools. I am not a quitter. Which Lana's not here tonight, so she cannot say anything. Well, she was there. She came out, said, I did it to protect you, and you did say you quit in Bulgarian. I don't know. I want translators. Give me that match subtitled. Translators, look into it. Just I need to know what he said. It's making me angry that I don't know what he said. I really, please, someone, if you know Bulgarian, whatever, tell me what he said, please. I love you forever. So, yeah, so they go on for a little bit, and it's basically, I don't need you, please, right now. Lana, get out of my sight. We're done. It's over. Get out of here. So they've split up essentially. Is this the face turn we've been waiting for? I'm sorry, do this real quick. Is this the face turn that we've needed right now? Because it's been teased that she is bound to turn face, but when is it gonna happen? Was it tonight? I think so. So I'm interested to see where this goes. Next is Bray versus Dean. This was pretty standard match. Bray and Dean, they've had a feud for a while, so obviously they're both gonna look good until J&J comes in and intervenes because it's Dean. He wants a match with Seth, so obviously he has to look bad. It's typical stuff. Typical. Well, next is the tag team title match. Last night again was the 2 out of 3 falls match, and that means you win 1, you win 2, you win. If you win 1 and I win 1 of us has to win again. Get that last pin to win the titles. Well, Xavier Woods kind of won for the New Day illegally, so he was banned from the side of the ring. So, typical tag team match. Everyone was looking good. Cesaro and Kid looked good. I guess you can say the New Day looked good. I regret saying that, and I probably will eventually. But no one rope count, I guess it's called disqualification, whatever. The New Day won because they just kept Kid in the corner and kicking him for the 5 count. So they get to keep the titles. Here comes Cesaro to save Kid. But here comes Xavier Woods. So clearly, if you have one team coming out from the locker room and everyone wants this tag team title, you're gonna have everyone come out. Primetime players, Lucha Dragons, Ascension, Los Matadores. That's what I forgot last night, guys, when I was trying to name off the tag teams. And so they just came in and had the biggest brawl. But I wasn't expecting the primetime players to come in last and be kind of like the ones who stood tall. So that was interesting. They've been teasing some stuff, so I guess they're going to fight they're gonna be in the actual thing, actual elimination chamber. My money right now is on Lucha Dragons. I don't know why. I my money is on them. So, ladies and gentlemen, after that is the Open Challenge, one of the greatest matches of the recent 2 months. He's had it. Now, John Cena does that typical spiel, the we won USA, woo, I have the title, you don't, guess what? Okay, cool. Place to be, person to beat. So far, we've had a lot of great matches, unexpected events like Sami Zayn, but tonight, NXT made the biggest impact. The NXT champion, Kevin Owens, came out there tonight and basically was just there to go and say, yeah, you didn't hurt Sammy. He was hurt before he even came here. So they get into a basic pissing match. Oh, I'm better. Without you, there would be, without us, without them, the universe, there'd be no us. So fight me. Kevin Owens, he said no. There was no title defense. It was just a straight no. This man, Kevin Owens, is my hero now. I love this man with all of my will. He is going to be the greatest champion. I don't want him to be brought up yet. Keep him on NXT. He's doing really good there. But at the end of this, he basically said, we will fight my own terms. Me versus you. Me versus you. My own terms. Pop a power bomb. Yes, he didn't fight, but he power bomb. He did his pop up power bomb to John Cena, and I loved it. I loved every second of it. Kevin Owens, you're the man. I love you, dude. Who? Kevin Owens. I can't wait for Wednesday. Yeah. Side note: Wednesday, I'm reviewing Takeover. It's probably gonna be a one-shot thing. I don't know. If it's bad, don't judge me. If it's not, okay, cool, I might do it again. I'm not sure though. So after that is Ziggler versus Stardust. Typical match. Ziggler wins. But we found out who's all in the rest of the Elimination Chamber for the Intercontinental title. Drum roll, please. It's going to be Ziggler, Rusev, Bad News Barrett, Neville, Sheamus, and Ryback. This is going to be great. Right now, looking at my notes, looking at how everyone's going, I'm saying either Ziggler, Sheamus, or Neville. I would say if you give it to Barrett, it'd probably be another reign of, yeah, I'm going to non-title match after non-title match again, where I'm going to lose. You can't have, if you want to bring things into kind of perspective, you want to have a champion who's going to win, like John Cena. I hate him because he's become Captain Kickout, but I have to admit, the Open Challenge is one of the greatest things I've ever seen so far, right now. So, do something with that with the title, like, not exactly like that, but something like that. If you catch my drift, you understand. Well, so Rusev's in there, right? And Lana and them broke up. So what do we do with poor Lana? Obviously, you make Dolph and Lana kiss. What? What do you mean? What do you mean they kiss? They have nothing to do with each other. Well, I think she turned. I know I said earlier that I think she might have turned. I'm not sure, but I think this was a face turn. She kissed Ziggler twice, and each time he looked out for Rusev. There was no Rusev. Kiss again. Finally, Rusev came out and attacked Ziggler, and then Rusev was like, why would you do this to me, Lana? Thought we loved each other. Please." Nope. She slapped him. She slapped this man. He's going downhill, and that's kind of sad. He went from being the undefeated to just being a bitch. I hate to say that. And as soon as she smacked him, you got the zigzag. And Lana and Ziggler walked away. So is Lana going to be Ziggler's manager? I, I don't know. I hope this doesn't end up like Ricardo, where he broke up with Del Rio, and then they had nothing to do with him, and then they got back together. So I hope Rusev and Lana don't get back together somehow, but it's bound to happen because that's what the WWE wants. I can't control them. They can't. They do what they want. Okay. Harper and Rowan versus Fandango and Ryder. This is such an odd pairing. It really is. Not Rowan and Harper because Wyatt family, so they're going to do good things eventually if Bray joins them again, which I hope he does. It's probably the only logical thing to do. Well, of course, Harper and Rowan won. So I guess it was on the fence. It wasn't really any of them. Like, it was just there. It was just mid-card match. So, yeah. Next is the women's title. Yes. There were 3 title defenses tonight. Well, 2. Supposed to be 3. Tag team champions, the Open Challenge, and the Divas title defense. Clearly, none of these were going to really go anywhere because it's Raw. I say that like it's a bad thing, but title defense is on Raw. Obviously, the person who has the title is going to win because they only lose them at pay-per-views. Whatever. Typical Divas match, but Tamina, Nikki won. Well, before that, let me back up some. Brie was told that she cannot go out there because she needs some counseling because she's kind of emotional based on the fact that Daniel is no longer able to fight. So with Brie backstage, it was Nikki by herself versus Naomi with Tamina. Well, typical Divas match. Tamina was injured. Nikki went for the rack attack and was kicked in the face to where as soon as she was kicked in the face, Naomi and Tamina jumped Nikki. But guys, she's back. Paige has finally returned. I cried. I don't usually cry at these things, but it's Paige. Paige is my waifu for life. I stand by Paige 159%. That's a lot. Paige comes back, knocks them out of the ring, and then I don't remember what she does. I don't know if it was her finisher to Nikki, but she basically does her whatever and says, "This is my house. I'm the rightful contender." So is she going for Nikki? Is she going for Naomi? Triple threat. I'm seeing it. I'm calling it triple threat. I don't know when, but triple threat for that title. Speaking of matches being made, Guess what we have at the Elimination Chamber? Take a moment, real quick. Take a guess. If you said Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins, you're wrong. If you said Roman Reigns versus anybody, you're basically wrong. You guys, we've got Kevin Owens versus John Cena at the Elimination Chamber. This is bound to be one hell of a match. I can't wait. I'm stoked. Kevin Owens, again, you're my hero. Do me proud. Now, we got the Architects Party. And I just want to say, I just need to get this done because wow, that escalated really fast. I'm sorry, I gotta restart that. I messed up. Okay. You think I was gonna say something nice, Gordon? I'm still in the race. Yeah, you haven't won yet. You can't beat me. I'm sorry, I had a little moment there. If you haven't figured out, me and Gordon are still having our viewer race, and I kind of almost gave up today. Had him going along for a few hours. He's wrong. He hasn't won yet. Just wait. So, anyways, back to the main point of the review. So, yeah, we have his Seth party, and Triple H basically spoke and said, you know, I see me in you. You're just as good as me. But wasn't he saying this with Randy? He was saying this with Randy. So, yeah, they basically had this party, and Seth is. They had Seth come out, and they had everyone speak for him. And Kane is like, hey, thanks. I've always trusted in you. In retaliation, though, Seth was like, is that the only thing you had to say? Is that the only thing I did for you? Is that the only thing you did for me? To where Kane had in response, thank you for saving my job. I made this movie for you. And we got about a 5 to 6 minute movie of Seth's greatest moments. Until Dean interrupted the party. So earlier we were told that, hey, I want a match. And then he was told no. So Dean comes out and they said, Dean, you're at the end of the line. There's no possible way. You can't do it. Calling you a wimp. You can't do it. So Dean looks at him in the eyes and said, I am a line jumper. I want this match. I want it now. To in retaliation, Stephanie says, get him. This was pretty interesting. Like, I couldn't stop. This was interesting. I think this is probably the first moment I've actually kind of felt excited for a Rollins match. So Dean attacked Rollins. They went back and forth. He almost crushed his head, like, on cinder blocks, which would have been really interesting because that's what Seth did to Dean. But yeah, he got his match. A title match at Elimination Chamber. Dean versus Seth. And then pedigree. Fucking pedigree. I like you, Triple H. I really do. But when you just have talent taking your stuff, I kind of lose some respect for you. Like, I understand he can't use his moves, so he has to look good. But bring back the curb stomp. I'd rather have that better than people taking your moves. It's it's, it's whatever though. Oh, okay. That was my review for March 18th, 2015. May 18th, 2015. I'm sorry I messed that up. Excitement. I'm going to get that eventually, guys. So, my little few words of comment. So, earlier I had that moment, like 5 minutes ago, I had that moment. And Gordon, we made a bet for views, and I almost gave up today. But I had you thinking I was going to give up. You think you can play this game? I can also play this game. To your move, Gordon. And with that, I just gotta say, give my friend Oodles a comment, like, subscribe to him. He did a review of Mad Max, which I went to go see with him. It was pretty interesting for his first Raw review. I'm reviewing Raw, but he reviews movies Raw, whatever that means. So go like him. That's Oodles, Oodles. If you can't spell that, just put noodles without the N. Like, comment, subscribe on his stuff. Like, comment, subscribe on my stuff. Wednesday, I'm reviewing NXT. Still in the race. Gordon, get ready. I'm gonna make a comeback eventually. Comment what you hated about me. Comment what you liked about me. Thumbs up that video. Thumbs down that video. Doesn't matter. Share it with your friends. I'm trying to make this for fun. Please. Like I said last night, I have stuff planned for the future if my computer would work. So, yeah. Well,